Hi everyone, today we're back landscaping. I'm picking up the camera bright and early at the shop. I'm trying to get all the equipment ready for today's project. Today guys, we've been hired by a homeowner here in town. He just bought a 50-foot RV and wants us to build him a gravel pad, which we will be able to handle here. So I already got the GMC top kick ready to go with a big Tex trailer. This is going to be our first time using it here. One thing I'm going to have to do is to get the welder out and actually raise a pinto hitch up, probably about a foot here to level out the trailer. But why don't we get the skid steer and get a few other tools, and then we'll be ready to head to Landscape Supply. As always guys, there is a full mods list link down below. And if you end up enjoying today's video, help me out by hitting the like button. I'm thinking guys, we're going to be taking the Deere 333G. This is a brand new skid loader which I'm super excited to try out, and I think this will be the perfect job here for us. Now one thing we do need to grab is going to be the plate compactor here. It's much easier if we pick it up with the skid steer than try to lift it, just because of how heavy it is, and especially a one-person crew today, this will be a little bit easier. Alright guys, we got everything we need here. I just got a few extra hand tools here, a leveler, but let's head on over to Landscape Supply. We have to pick up about 5 tons of 3/4 inch gravel, which should be just enough for today's project here. And I'm super excited because this is our first job with the GMC top kick here. We just picked this up last week, and this is a little bit of a heavier duty truck, but it is still small, easy to maneuver in the small residential streets. This is definitely one pretty neat setup here. Now hopefully it's not too busy at Landscape Supply early in the mornings at about 7 to 7:30. It is somewhat quiet, but once 8 o'clock comes around is when a lot of the other landscapers get to work here. Oh, look at that. It looks like they got a new wheel loader, so let's talk to him really quick. Let him know we want gravel. Good morning, sir. I'm looking for 3/4 inch gravel, 5 tons. Awesome, just charge it to my company card. Alright guys, we're fully loaded up here. Really quickly, before we get going, I just wanted to show you guys this new Deere front loader he just picked up here. It's a little bigger than the one I just bought. This is the 344L, and this has a huge bucket on the front here. I was a bit surprised it was able to handle a full load of gravel, but it did it quite well here. So let's get on over to the job now and get to work. We've been super busy with landscaping projects. It seems like I've been taking quite a few that are related to gravel, like gravel driveways and gravel pads here, which is quite awesome. I think it's because I post so many pictures of gravel jobs up on the social media for the company. It seems like it's working out well, and I do want to expand into other ones here. But now we have to find the house. I mean, hey, why don't we just look for the house with a big RV? Oh, here it is coming up on the right hand side. Wow, that is a huge RV. That is a little bit bigger than what I was thinking. I guess 50 feet looks even bigger in person here, but this should be a good spot for us to get unloaded. And we do have strobe lights in the hazards on the trailer, which is going to be quite helpful. So let's take a quick walk around. So guys, this is it. The customer just bought this 50-foot RV here, and the problem is, he said that there's starting to be mud, there's leaves and things like that here, so why don't we hop in this thing and get it moved over to the side so we can get to work. Now, one thing I am just double checking on, we want to go about 20 feet wide, and I'm thinking probably best to go maybe 60 feet. I was actually thinking probably to go all the way to the edge of the driveway is probably best instead of trying to have a little bit of an arrow. Alright, let's get this thing fired on up here. I do want to move it off to the side. Now, I always prefer to have the trailer, the RV, whatever, exactly where the customer wants the pad. That way we could really see it in person here, because sometimes when you put a tape measure to it, it just doesn't take the scale and the effect of it if it is just as big like this. But let's hop in the deer skid loader. Let's get to removing all the topsoil, and luckily this homeowner wants to keep it all, so we'll just make a pile out back. That is a lot of topsoil we are removing here. I think I almost have it all removed. I'm just making a pile out back here. But one thing I am noticing, guys, the curl back on the skid steer is a little bit slower than what I'm thinking here. So I'm going to have to look at the hydraulics here, see if there's anything. But this is a brand new one, so maybe it just needs a little bit of work, or I just need to increase the sensitivity here. But yeah, I think we're all set to go and to put down the gravel here. So why don't we get the GMC ready to go? And I think I'm going to try to do a little bit of tailgating as well. That way it would speed it up and be a little bit easier to help spread the gravel. Tailgating with a new dump truck is quite easy with that new tailgate. It's a little bit different than our other dump trucks before, but we'll just hop in the skid steer here. We have to do quite a bit alongside the road here because that is so heavy. If along the roadway isn't compact enough, if the RV goes here, we might end up cracking the concrete or even the asphalt here, which would not be a good thing. And the other thing is we just want a nice even pad before we run the plate compactor over, because we definitely want this to be as nice and level just in case they want to end up folding out the RV here at home. Alright guys, I think we're good to go to get ready to compact this here. Now we have it nice and even. A little bit of shovel work alongside the house here, but let's get the plate compactor up and running. This is going to take probably 10-15 minutes here. I should look to see if I could buy a bigger one. Even maybe an old cheap construction roller would end up being better than a small walk behind like this here. But hey, we just have to use what's been working for us so far. Not every day do we need this thing as well. So only having this at a few $1,000s is a little bit better than having a big machine. That's one more thing we have to maintain and worry about. Alright, we're ready to get the RV backed on. I want to get these loaded up last. I really want to see how the RV looks just in case we need to do any touch-up work here. Might be a little tricky. I haven't really driven something this big before. Luckily, this has a 360 camera on it. And And would you look at that, guys? It's a job complete here, filled right in there. And having that come all the way to the road was definitely a little bit of a better idea, other than having a little bit of an angle, because we still would have driven over grass here. We have about 2 feet on this side, and I would say about almost 2.5, 3 feet there. So yeah, this works out well, and there's still plenty of room back here. So I'm going to get everything loaded up, and we'll get on back to the shop here until the next one. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next one, and subscribe for more.